know better than this. I mean, who am I wrestling? Mike Pittman, it don't matter who you are. I'm going to pound you to the ground. I'm the greatest 5 touchdowns, 1 game.
Cru, I didn't come here.
Jeff.
Biz isn't here tonight, but I've got something special for you. Hang out after your match tonight because we've got something with Onyx. You want to get that payback on Onyx, so just stick around tonight. I got something special planned for you, okay?
Oh, yeah. Onyx.
Cut that off. This is
Mike Pittman. Young man really coming into his own as of late here in Wildside, really finding his niche, like we spoke about so many times in the past, and it's so hard to do, but once you finally find that niche and can get into it and can figure out a formula that works and is successful, not only with garnering a crowd response, but winning wrestling matches, it's a key formula that wrestlers look for their whole careers. Young Mike Pittman, at 17 years old, starting to find his.
Looking for that niche right now. I'm thinking about a different sort of niche entirely with the arrival of one Smart Bart Sawyer being brought back to Wildside by CEO Jeff G. Bailey. What exactly is the niche of Smart Bart Sawyer? He wasn't particularly illuminating in that little interview we saw in that ring. What's going on?
I don't know what the deal is, but Smart Bart Sawyer is a big deal for the NWA Elite. What a player.
When he's not out getting sodas for Roddy Piper, that is. However, your main event this week, Tony Mamaluke and Jeremy Lopez. Lopez no less than the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion, taking on the team of Jimmy Rave and Todd Sexton. A major main event this week on Wildside. And of course, we saw Jeff Bailey talk about the Onyx problem. I think Onyx has a problem on his own this week, namely the biggest problem we could possibly imagine here at Wildside, no less than the no-pain train, quarter-ton plus of Iceberg. Also this week on Wildside.
600 pounds of Iceberg. And Mike Pittman getting the better of Cru Jones early in this contest. And Cru's going to have none of that.
But Mike Pittman wants to give Cru Jones plenty of that. You know, Cru, he's a head case, all right? A lot of head cases in pro wrestling. Cru Jones is another one of them. If Mike Pittman could play with the head of Cru Jones, I mean, that's a really good plan of attack.
Cru Jones laying in those hard forearm shots to the head of young Mike Pittman. And Cru can swing them hard as anybody. Crossbody Pittman came up short, and Cru caught it, fall away slam.
A very poor decision from Mike Pittman. May come back and haunt him later on in this match.
Into the far corner goes Pittman. Pittman counters up and over to his feet. Oh, but Cru Jones gets Pittman early, yanks him down by the hair. Cru Jones with that leg drop. This has to be the single most cocky guy in Wildside, and that's saying a hell of a lot, because we got some of the cockiest guys walking the planet, but this guy takes the cake.
The man's a complete kook, but you can't argue with success. We say that over and over. But Cru Jones, definitely one of the most successful graduates of the Wildside Academy. The proof's in the pudding.
I heard he even punked out photographer Merle Hamburger and made him give him his lunch money.
No.
That's not very hard to do, but nevertheless.
Well, since Merle hasn't eaten anything in the last 4 years, I guess that's a lot.
Got a close on by Pittman. Pittman firing back with big right hands. Irish whips Cru Jones. He's much larger than Pittman. Takes a lot of strength. Get Jones off the ropes. But he gets cut overhead. Belly to belly suplex by the bad mofo.
Interestingly enough, the Academy of Wildside, of all those athletes there, a pin attempt, a very nonchalant one, par for the course from Cru Jones. Out of all the fine athletes in the Wildside Academy, Mike Pittman was actually one of the largest ones in there. Interestingly enough, Cru Jones, in fact, one of the largest ones ever coming out of the Wildside Academy. So, truly meeting some of the more substantial athletes from our fabled school.
Pittman on the top rope there. Cru Jones shouting some sage-like advice to Destiny. Give me a cheer.
That's sage-like?
It was dripping with sarcasm, if you couldn't tell.
Oh, maybe parsley and sage-like, but
Cru Jones following into the corner here. Speedy Nelson's distracted. He goes for the headbutt to the groin. And young Mike Pittman gets the feet up. connecting with the face of Cru Jones.
Mike Pittman did not particularly want to have the head of Cru Jones go scooting into his groin, which is a good, definitely defensive maneuver on the part of Mike Pittman. But I dare say the wind has definitely been taken out of the sails of both these athletes. Going some 4 or 5 minutes already into this match.
Right hands by Pittman. He is going punch for punch with Cru Jones, and that's not an easy task. Spinning head scissors by Pittman. Japanese arm drag. Young Mike Pittman showing some fire here. Hip toss.
Pittman appears like he actually may have Cru Jones' number, and I think it's 5 touchdowns in a single game. Beautiful moonsault.
Cru Jones kicks up.
Of the acai variety, still. Shows you what Cru Jones is made of, be able to kick out of that. Mike Pittman's shooting for some crowd approval with the next maneuver, which I do believe will bite him on the butt if he's not careful.
Pittman is going to the top. He's measuring Cru Jones. Pittman goes cross body, but Cru Jones rolls through. Pittman kicks out.
Many matches have been won. We've got reverse momentum after that. Not tonight.
Cru Jones spinning off the ropes, goes for a drop kick. Pittman counters by grabbing the ropes. Pittman really has his head in the ring and on his ring positioning.
And Cru Jones has his head up his ass.
We knew that one already.
Yes, the old cranial rectal inversion.
Wait a minute, Cru Jones slides underneath. He's got him hooked. Monster Blitz.
And perfectly executed. And a handful of tights to boot. Go figure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the All-Star, Cru Jones.